We in here. Okay, let me see. All right. I think we up. Y'all. I think we good, y'all. I think we good. Okay, let me see. Man, what am I doing, y'all? I'm playing around. My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Where we at? We'll start with this. Okay. Okay. There we be. We'll get started with Goose Pimples. Excuse me. All right, man. Oh, man. I'm not going to lie to you. I am feeling amazing today, man. Feeling amazing. We are at, hold on, actually, let me see. Because we just had a couple last minute subs. Let me see exactly where we're at. We're at 994. 6 subscribers away from our very first 1K. I am geeking out right now. I'm not going to lie. And we're 19,000 away from our first 200K views. Man, I'm losing my mind. I haven't felt this excited about something in a long time. I'm not going to lie to you. So I want to say thank you for all the support. Welcome to the family for those of you who just subscribed and just joined. Man, and I got maybe 20 comments the past couple days, all saying, yo, minimize yourself and make make the screen you're watching bigger. So I apologize. And you asked, and that's what you got. But damn, I'm geeked out, man. I love every last one of you guys. Thank you all for all the support you've been showing me, all the love, the comments. I read every last one of them, whether I comment right away or not is a different story, but I will be getting to them comments, man. I will respond to every last one of them. Just give me a little time. But man, and I got to do something special for Thanksgiving. I know I slack a little bit with my community tab, pictures and stuff like that, polls, all that good stuff. I will do more of that. I got to get my mental right as a content creator. But with that being said, man, we got 3. Let me see. Do I want 3? Do we want 3 or 4 videos tonight? We'll go 3 videos and 1 short film, and that's only like 3 minutes long. So maybe we'll do 2 short films. I don't know. It depends. It depends on how we're feeling. But first video, man, we got from Goose Pimples. 7 ghost videos scarier than your driving instructor's face. So for those, I don't think I've done Goose Pimples on this channel yet. I have seen a lot of Goose Pimple videos, but I don't think I've ever actually done it myself. So we'll react to this. Is our very first Goose Pimples reaction, and then we got some other good stuff for you after that. So without further ado, I'm done yapping, man. Let's get into this video. Oh, and I apologize. I'm sorry, I'm late. If you haven't already, Please drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Join this family. We're growing super fast and got a lot of stuff planned for the future. I promise you that. But with that being said, let's get into this.
Number 7. Putting on the Ritz. When this downright petrifying clip was caught in the Ritz Theater in Thule, Utah, the paranormal team at Broken Wings Paranormal had already done a good sweep through the building, conducting some last-ditch attempts to catch anything spooky. The team were ready to pack up and get out, which is when they all noticed the hairs on the backs of their necks begin to stand.
This looks familiar too. I think we saw this
and
one.
They realized that they were not alone, but that feeling had been sitting in the back of their minds from the second they set foot inside the theater.
Should I?
Because it comes with
down
somewhat of a legacy. The Ritz Theater you see in the video actually isn't the original building. It replaced the previous Ritz Theater in early 1938 and served the people of Thule well. But in 2023, the same year this scary investigation was filmed, the sales had gone down and the Bradshaw family had no choice but to sell the property on. Being such a historical place, a lot of tabloids went to interview the family when the news dropped that they were considering giving it up. This is where you start to see the paranormal clawing their way in. Journalist Stephen Dark with Deseret News wrote that while interviewing co-owner Mickey Bradshaw in the theater lobby, they both heard a deep, vibrant moan coming from the wall.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Theaters are probably in my top 5 of scariest places to go. I want to do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a top 5 list of scariest places. Scariest places to be caught alone at. That's what I'll do. I'll make a top 5 list. And I want y'all to make some lists too, so you can compare, and then we could see what we agree on, and places I might not even been thinking about. But yeah, that might be scary as hell to me too. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna put a poll up in my community tab. I'll do that tomorrow. We'll see where the scariest places to be caught alone at are.
The family ran the business for 70 odd years and have plenty of ghost stories under their belts. There were times one of the Bradshaw's daughters recalls when her and her father would look into the auditoriums at the end of the night and see a couple sat together after everyone had already been ushered out, and on a second glance, they were gone. People outside of the family have noticed something spooky about that place too, with a woman called LaDawn Tracy, who moved into the theater once to try and stake out some ghosts. Everyone seemed to be in unanimous agreement that these spirits were just people who had frequented the place before, be it for work or pleasure, and just didn't want to leave. Tracy mentions that there are the spirits of 2 ushers, and that information is what makes the footage these guys caught so spooky. Check it out.
Just as we begin our portal session, you can clearly see we are all in the room. LaDawn is sitting in the back of the theater. Watch the doorway on the right side in the back of the theater. You will see an apparition walk towards the bathrooms, and then just a few seconds later you see the same apparition walk back. This cannot be a person, because as you can see in this still, a person has full features even in the back of the theater. Amazingly enough, this was captured on both of the DVR cameras.
It just seems
you
familiar.
can see that everyone conducting the investigation was at the front of the room when this clip was taken. So who or what the hell was walking past the doorway? LaDawn Tracy was actually present at the time of the investigation and seemed to drag a bunch of spirits in with her.
Just a couple minutes later, watch the same doorway. You can clearly see shadows moving in and out of the theater. Right after, the portal says, "I'm coming up."
I'm coming up something.
What?
I heard a slight yes. Like a real soft yes.
How about Suzanne?
And then just a few seconds later, the music box is triggered in the projector room.
See, I could.
How about Suzanne?
No.
And who's sitting behind me?
From the auditoriums to the back rooms. You could try and say that the ghost stories and footage were all a marketing ploy to get more traction for the theatre. The timelines would mean that made sense, but why continue spreading this information if it's a lie, when the theatre has already been sold on to someone else? Food for thought.
Okay.
A poltergeist told me you enjoy scary videos like this, but don't subscribe just yet.
Oh, I like them shirts.
We'll earn your subscription by the end of this scary
I'm gonna have to make something
compilation.
like that one these days. I like them.
Number 6. Heads or tails. While kicking back at home, David Colostio felt like something was a bit off. He couldn't quite lay his finger on why though. Trying not to freak out, he wandered over to take a quick glance at his security camera feed to settle his mind. Turns out it had exactly the opposite effect.
Yeah.
And instead left him reaching for his spare pants when he saw this wandering across his garden.
What am I looking at? What? Got a little kid? Ooh. Shadow kid running back and forth?
First time ka po, ano din?
First time ni mo nakakita ng kakaiba?
Ikaw, dili, sige na.
Okay, so a question I was having, but I think it was answered. Why was he recording? Like, was he this shadow kid doing this continually? Which I'm assuming he was, since he ran one way and then ran back the other way. So I'd imagine he was doing this back and forth. And that's why dude had the opportunity to pick up the phone and record. But at least I hope that's what it is. And this video is not cap. But I guess we'll never really know, will we? Just gotta walk on faith.
Ikaduha ini.
Asa yung first time mo?
Ang high school lang.
Atong sa... Sige, paano?
On na ito.
Uh-oh.
5. Sa gawas.
You know what else I was thinking? I'm sorry, y'all. What else I was thinking? That's definitely the ghost of a little kid. I can remember getting yelled at as a kid. My grandma always telling me, stop playing with the damn lights. I know I've yelled at my own kids about playing with the damn lights. So to flicker on them lights like that, I can tell this ghost was a child.
What the hell is that? At first, it just looks like the outline of some kid. Why there would be a small child wandering around people's gardens at stupid o'clock is anyone's guess, but that doesn't describe the damn tale. Yeah, people are much handier with things like Photoshop, AI and CGI nowadays, but what if this is all the proof we need that little monsters are roaming the earth? Goku, is that you?
Here I come!
I don't think it's a tail. I think he's holding something.
Number 5.
Flapping in the
Blockbuster.
breeze.
Shooting a film can be stressful
Goku,
business
is that
as it
you?
is, but what happens when you throw in a good paranormal punch in the face? That's what happened to Stephen Ray when he and his friends were trying to finish off recording a scene. As soon as they hear action, all hell seems to break loose. Take a look.
We're here, we're filming the last scene for this horror movie we're doing. We still haven't titled it yet.
Oh my god. Okay. Stupid comment. I am so excited for the prospect of potentially doing a short film, being involved with a short film myself. Watching them has really gotten me motivated. So again, you know, somebody out there who's working on something, holla at your boy, because I'm very eager to get busy.
Be coming out soon. We decided to set this camera up as a wide shot for the behind the scenes, get our whole setup. Fernand's recording handheld on
the HD10.
Yeah, and we have the iPhone 4 up here filming another angle. So let's just get started. Show you guys how we do it.
Alright, HD10 and on and recording. Audio.
Alright, raw audio.
Audio recording.
Alright, ready and action. Wait, cut. Who's upstairs?
No worry.
I just saw somebody.
I'll check it out.
What?
I thought we were the ones here.
We are.
Steven, are you seeing things?
There's no one else here.
Go back to the footage. Check the footage.
Alright, let's go ahead and reset.
He thinks he sees someone. He goes to have a look, realizes it's nothing, and goes back to business. That's standard, except it's never that simple, is it?
Check the footage. Playback.
Alright. Ready, set.
What the heck was that?
Did you knock over the picture?
No, I just saw it fall down. Is the nail loose or something?
Sure, everything seems fine.
The only thing that bothers me, doesn't really bother me, honestly. The only thing that I'm intrigued by, or that I would question with this is clearly some film students. So they could, this could just be a movie clip they're making about making a movie clip. You know what I mean? Like, they could be setting us up while they're saying they're shooting a film, ending clip or whatever they called it. But this could be the clip they're actually filming. I'm a believer, so I'm gonna take them at their word that this is legit. But you know, you never know what might actually be going on. Ooh, what?
Alright, hold on, let me check out the lights.
The second take goes to pot as well, but they all seem to think it had to be a big prank. But when they go in for a third take, they realise that this is no joke.
Alright, hold on, let me check out the lights. I don't know, I think it might just be a short on it. Electrical. Yeah, I think it's just a short.
Steven? Steven, wait.
What the?
Homie,
Hey, who's out there?
yo. See, so
Looks like something else wanted their 15 minutes of fame too.
see what I'm
What
saying?
could have
Like
used
this,
all three of them like floor mobs so easily? Something sinister that we want nothing to do with. Number 4.
now that seemed a lot like bad acting to me, as opposed to real fear. But that could have just been still the shock factor, like, wait, what the hell's going on? As opposed to, oh no, this is something horrible. Let me hurry up and lose my mind about it. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. It could have just been film students making a low budget film about paranormal instances. But I don't know. Let me know let me know what you guys think in the comments below, man. Do you believe that was just film students making the film and we were getting duped, or did this really happen to this crew while shooting whatever film they were making?
Mirror, mirror. While trying to record a vlog for her TikTok account, this woman caught something that stopped everyone in their tracks. She and her colleagues were attempting to move some furniture in one of the rooms in the hotel they work at. But the light didn't work. Already on edge, the group powered through and got on with their work, until the woman recording the vlog noticed something in the corner. Check it out.
I felt bad.
Oh, I remember this one. We saw this.
The stairs.
I remember this one. This was good too.
I felt bad, but also no, don't feel bad. It's just terrible.
This was really good. Because I did. It took me maybe 2 or 3 times to actually spot it. Like, even though they showed it, I'm like, wait, hold on, because I don't see this. But then I actually did see it. This is really good.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, so my sister, she graduates in 2 days, and I asked for the whole weekend off because like we're gonna get dinner with her. My parents are flying in, you know, like the whole thing. But she literally scheduled me the whole weekend. Wait, am I like on the weekend? Wait, let me try. If you were, where's my? Do you have my phone? Have you seen? I think I left it on the table. Oh my god, are you filming with my phone? For the vlog. Girl, nobody cares about our stupid. Somebody cares.
What do you want to talk about? Where the mirror should go?
Yeah, actually, let's do our job.
Okay. All right. Chat, should the mirror go
Here.
in this corner?
The right corner.
Okay. Or in that corner? I don't know. I mean, like, I know it's super dark right now, but I feel like personally it would look better in this area. There's just too much back.
From 15 seconds to 20 seconds in, you can see an eerie shadow when the mirror gets moved. But at this point, it could have honestly been anything. So when the same room was shown a bit later on, we had a keen eye for that corner. But the only thing, there was a cabinet much shorter than the shadow figure we saw before. This isn't the only time something paranormal has shot.
And I don't know why the footage looks the way it does right here. The video we reviewed before, it was a little more clear. Like, you could actually see it. This one's, I don't know, it's weird. Like it was compressed or something like that. But we did a reaction to a video a while back. I don't even know how long ago it was, but this clip was in it, but it looked better. Like, you could actually see the figure in the mirror. Like, it wasn't defined. You couldn't see facial features or anything like that, but you could see there's clearly somebody standing back there when she tilts the mirror back.
Shot all of the workers to their core. Check out this footage taken by one of her co-workers.
Recording. We're recording.
Didn't see this though.
12:35.
I didn't know there was
Second
more.
floor. There's no one on this floor.
Jasmine, stop.
Granted, there could always be a logical explanation for sounds like those. Creaking and banging can be associated with all manner of internal functions, but the activity in that room doesn't even stop there. The same co-worker filmed another terrifying clip showing the inside of the room.
Alright, so we're getting crazy calls from this room that is unoccupied in the second floor. And
I thought this was the elevator.
This is like the third time it's happened. And I'm bringing y'all along with me, so annoyed with this little trip that I've been doing constantly. Okay, keys. I think it's 226. That's right. 227. Okay.
You don't even knock first? He closed the door with himself in there in the dark? You don't got no... There we go.
Okay. There's the phone. No one's calling. No one's here. Everything's chilling.
Why is he staring at that? What you looking at?
Yeah, okay. I mean, no one here, no phone calls. I'm out. This is weird.
There's obviously something sinister lurking in the corridors and inside the rooms of this hotel. The question is, just why and what could it be? Number 3. Homebody.
Okay.
When moving into their new place, this person was ready for a breath of independence. What they weren't ready for, however, was a brush with the paranormal. But unfortunately, that's just what they got. After dealing with this horrific invasion of their property, they decided to take matters into their own hands and set up a couple of house cams, made calls, some petrifying videos, but the scariest one, weirdly enough, was the one where the least amount of destruction took place. A lot of people seem to think that all of the videos this person posted could have been faked with them standing behind the camera, but all of those comments were quelled with this clip.
What in the world?
How the hell did that happen? At least now, you know nobody was behind the camera. Number 2. School's out.
I think I have more questions than answers watching that. Like, I don't know what to think or believe after watching that video. I don't know, man. I don't know. That was weird and less frightening than I expected it to be.
Abandoned places are unanimously agreed to be some of the scariest places of all, especially abandoned schools. So when this guy was made aware of a location of an abandoned school nearby, he gathered all of his equipment up and got ready to find some schoolboy spirits. except he might have accidentally stumbled upon something much, much scarier.
بسم الله. هذا وش؟ هذا مصحف قديم في المكان. واضح هذا غرفة الحارس يا جماعة. شوف. حمام عزكم الله. في حد؟
Upon first inspection, he finds a moth-bitten copy of the Quran lying inside the building, which can only mean good things, right? Well, paired with all the stuff he was hearing, it seems more demonic. Soon after, doors start to close by themselves.
Bismillah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah.
But this specific door leads him right to a big pile of ashes.
Bismillah. شفتوا؟
He deduces that the rubble left among the ash must mean that the building had been previously used to house dark magic, which would explain all of the petrifying things that take place afterwards. It all starts off what sounds like footsteps wandering the halls right by him.
I mean, I don't think you can instantly jump to dark magic. That could have been a squatter who was burning something to stay warm.
سمعت. بسم الله.
And then it all turns into his own worst nightmare.
في أحد هنا؟ بكل أمانة. بسم الله. أعوذ بالله. أنا بخرج طبعا من الموقع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وبشي إن شاء الله مرة ثانية كمل فيه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. مرة الغرفة دي مرة. توقعون هواء في مكان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والله بكل أمانة أنا خرجني خرشة قوية والله بالأخير. بسم الله. كمان المكان. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله.
The vibes were so off that he refuses to go up to the second floor, and he hauled ass out of there, never to return.
The vibes. Ooh.
Can
How
you
did I miss
blame
that?
him, though?
Is that a person?
By the way, last week's video was
How did I miss
flagged as
that?
too graphic for YouTube.
I was wondering why he was bugging. Like, I didn't see that at first until they...
So we had to take it over to Rumble instead. Please do me a favor, follow us at rumble.com/goosepimples, where you can watch the ones that are too much for YouTube to handle. Number 1. Action. The people who lived in this house initially weren't planning on recording a horror movie, but when they looked back at the footage one of the cameras caught upstairs, they realized they had no choice. Take a look. The camera seems to be focused everywhere else, so why not on the figure? Or why didn't the camera begin to focus on the figure at all? One of the comments brought up a good point, which is that there is no shadow from the figure on the floor or walls, and that it seems to be a little girl.
How can you
And they
tell
were
though?
right. Unless someone had immense cinematography skills, this shot would be super difficult to fake correctly. So who or what could that figure have been? Hey, don't forget, last week's video was too graphic for YouTube apparently, so it's on Rumble.
I don't
Watch
know.
it now.
I don't know, man. Again, with a lot of those videos, I have more questions than answers. You know? But I don't know. That video from my bad, y'all. That video from Goose Pimples kind of let me down. But move on to somebody who never lets me down. We got my guy Callan from Slapped Ham. These freaky videos will challenge your reality. So let's see what kind of reality altering videos we can find.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. We have a massive episode for you today full of the scariest video clips going around. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more spooky content. Just like this.
There we go.
A recent video shared by ex-user HustleBitch has ignited a flurry of speculation about extraterrestrial life. The footage, reportedly captured using a 3000mm telescopic lens, shows an unidentified object glistening and rotating slowly in the thermosphere. The clip, labelled Intelligent Plasma, has left viewers debating its origin, with some believing it's a groundbreaking sighting. However, not everyone's convinced. Skeptics have chimed in, suggesting the object might simply be a deflated mylar balloon caught drifting back to Earth. This sighting adds to the growing catalogue of unexplained aerial phenomena, with more frequent and longer duration videos being shared worldwide. Whether it's cutting-edge technology, atmospheric anomalies, or signs of intelligent life, such events continue to push the boundaries of what we understand about our skies. So is this truly evidence of advanced extraterrestrial technology, or just another case of mistaken identity? The debate rages on as experts and enthusiasts alike seek answers.
Yeah, I don't know that it's hard to tell, or it's hard to even imagine what that could actually be. Like, is it just spinning like that in one place, or is it like falling, or you know what I mean? Like, we're not seeing a lot to be able to even have an opinion on it. So this one, I'm not sure.
TikTok user Miranda Elaine 11 has captured something bizarre while playing with their kid at a local playground. Take a look. The tree appears to be moving a considerable distance while somehow staying upright. The comments section had a field day, suggesting everything from walking trees to Bigfoot practicing his log toss form. But seriously though, what do you think's going on here? Love to hear your theories in the comments down below.
Now that now that one's good. That I wish I knew. Like, is that the tree, or is that something big carrying a tree? That's that's confusing. I wish I knew the answer to this. Man, I hope they post more and we see more because I'm really curious about that. I gotta know. Like, it's hard to see anything at the base. Oh, what the hell is
TikTok user HillDog22 has left the internet unsettled with a chilling piece of home security footage that seems to defy explanation. The uploader, who works as a care provider, shared an incident from their third night staying in a care home with a bedridden patient who hasn't walked in over 2 years. The morning after a seemingly uneventful night, HillDog noticed a movement alert from the home's security system.
She starts walking around.
Curious, they checked the footage, only to be shocked what it revealed.
She starts
Take a look.
walking, don't she? No, bruh, that. Ooh.
The video shows what appears to be the patient slowly walking around the house during the night, despite their long-term immobility. Strangely, when HillDog checked on the patient the next morning, they were sound asleep with no indication they had moved at all. The haunting clip has left viewers on TikTok divided. Some believe it could be evidence of something paranormal, while others suggest more grounded explanations. The homeowner reviewed the footage and proposed an alternative explanation. Perhaps it was HillDog sleepwalking and not the patient.
Ooh.
Whether it's a case of mistaken identity, sleepwalking, or something far stranger.
Regardless of who is walking, whether it be the person they're taking care of or whoever Hilda is, why is she naked? Like, this creepy old lady is clearly naked. Or this creepy lady, I don't know if she's old or not, is clearly naked, creeping around like a weirdo. Oh, man. I need a drink.
The footage has sparked widespread debate, while many are left scratching.
What was that? What was she doing when she bent over?
Walking or something far stranger. The footage has sparked widespread debate. While many are left scratching their heads, one thing's certain: this eerie clip will be haunting TikTok for some time to come.
I'm haunted. It's creepy. She closed the door with her and whoever in that room alone. Oh, that is creepy. Like, how do you know that old lady or that lady didn't try to hurt you or didn't plan out how they would hurt you? That one was messed up. That was scary.
In a truly puzzling video uploaded on May 9th, 2020 by YouTube user DLW Randoms, viewers are left scratching their heads over an apparent car materializing out of nowhere. The bizarre footage, titled "Car Appears Out of Thin Air," has sparked a frenzy of speculation online, leaving viewers debating whether it's a clever prank, digital trickery, or something even more unexplainable. Watch it in real time and see if you can spot anything weird. Now, if we watch it again in slow motion, there are no vehicles in the lane ahead. Suddenly, the white car slows down and brakes to allow another car to pass. A car that seems to appear out of nowhere. There's no visible approach, no prior presence, just a sudden jarring appearance that seems to defy the laws of physics. The clip has
Okay, I
sparked
see
a
it
wave
now.
of theories, with viewers split on possible explanations. Some believe the footage could just be a hoax. Others suggest it's a visual trick caused by the camera angle obscuring the car until the last moment.
That's what I was thinking, but like you would have seen it come out of or looked like it was moving in one of these driveways, or you would have seen it turning in behind that truck up there. I keep pointing with, like, I can see where I'm pointing at. You would have seen it turn around this truck at some point before we got to here. But then what is this right here? No, that's not the car. Okay, my bad. But I feel like at some point you would have seen it if it was pulling out of one of these driveways, or like I said, turning around this truck. You would have seen it approaching before we got to this point where our view was obstructed. So I don't know. Is this a glitch in the Matrix? I'm not sure.
A portion of viewers, however, propose more paranormal explanations, theorising that the car could be the result of a temporal anomaly or interdimensional glitch. The sudden appearance of the car is undeniably strange, and until more information comes to light, the incident remains an unsolved mystery.
But so the driver in that Volkswagen saw it coming? Is that what we're saying?
Sticking with bizarre visual anomalies, this next one comes from TikTok user Strange Things Above. This beachgoer in the United Kingdom is happily filming a flock of geese flying just above the water, when suddenly something very strange happens. Watch.
They disappear?
They appear to vanish into thin air. Similar to the previous clip, some viewers think it might just be an optical illusion or even edited footage. However, others believe that this is evidence of a glitch in the Matrix, hinting that we might be living inside of a simulated reality. So, Gobblegander Goosegander, what on earth is going on here? Let your theories rip in the comments down below.
See, and I guess with the last video, I can see it too, but with this, I want to say more so it's they spliced two videos together and just edited it like that, so it looked like the birds disappeared. And again, I have no proof. I do not know for sure, but I'm assuming that's kind of what happened. And again, you could do the same thing with the car video. Like, I've learned a lot of those tricks when I've been learning how to these past couple of years, learning how to make social media content and editing, you know what I mean? So it could easily be done, but I feel that's more accurate for the birds than the car. But that's just me.
Congressional UAP hearings highlight bizarre floating brain phenomena. Reddit user Entire Thought has
Flying alien
reignited
brain.
curiosity about UAPs with a post linking recent congressional hearings to an eerie piece of footage. The video, shared alongside claims from intelligence documents, showcases a peculiar shape-shifting mass floating in the air described as an organic bioluminescent floating brain.
Ну, что это заявление? Ну, как это объяснить?
The object appears to expand, contract, and morph in colour and shape, matching descriptions of UAPs discussed in government reports. So what are floating brain UAPs? One of the most striking revelations from the hearings comes from whistleblower testimony and intelligence reports.
because I keep wondering what UAPs mean. Unidentified anomalous phenomena. Okay. Interesting. Never actually known what UAP meant.
Including the Immaculate Constellation document. This report categorises certain UAPs as bioluminescent jellyfish-like entities that demonstrate shape-shifting abilities, slow drifting movements, colour changes often iridescent or brain-like hues. These phenomena are supported by Sarah Gam, a former member of the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and the UAP Task Force. In an interview on the Disclosure Team podcast, she described a flying brain UAP captured on video.
I mentioned the flying brain, so that stumped me.
What sensor was that captured on, if you don't mind saying?
It was a video, like a drone.
Was the brain coloured? Was it pink? Is that how it resembled a brain, or was it more just the actual physical structure?
It was an interesting thing because it looked like it kind of changed. It would change, and then that was when I was wondering if it was the poor quality, like pixel values were maybe a little bit big. The color, all of it changed and kind of morphed, and but yeah, that was pretty crazy. We did not know what.
The recent congressional hearings on UAPs have brought fresh attention to these mysterious sightings.
In the discussions, it's simply about material, or is there discussion about it was previously testified that there was biologics that were collected. Are you aware of any of that?
I am, sir, aware of the reporting that biologics have been recovered.
Whistleblowers described encounters with UAPs resembling flying orbs, discs, and now biological entities like the floating brain. Intelligence documents introduced during the hearing suggest some UAPs might be organic or semi-organic, with behaviour resembling living organisms. This aligns with reports of jellyfish-like objects seen hovering in the thermosphere.
Was anything described as that we have possession of bodies?
Yes.
We have is it multiple types of creatures, or?
Sir, I couldn't answer that. I can tell you anecdotally that it was discussed quite a bit.
Hold up. This was a previous. This hearing was held November 13th, like a week ago. What's today? The 20. So what was that? A week or two ago? This was recent. I'm gonna have to go back and find this committee meeting or committee hearing. I want to see this live. I need to. Wow. So they're talking. Wow. Okay. I'm definitely gonna go check that out because I need to see that.
When I was at the Pentagon, the problem is the supposed collection of these biological samples occurred before my time, in fact, before I was even born.
Whistleblowers, including former US counterintelligence officers, accused the government of withholding high-resolution evidence and videos of UAPs.
I think that what the American people need to know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. There's very clear
high-res,
high-resolution.
Lawmakers.
I like when people do stuff like this and kind of snitch on the military. I want to point out, not that you'd believe me, even if you wouldn't believe me either way, but I had a top secret security clearance. I was a communications guy in the military, so I had to carry top secret security clearance, and some of the stuff that I've had to work with, and like satellites and all that kind of thing, like I've never seen or heard of any sighting of any extraterrestrial, or you know what I mean, any kind of phenomena of that nature. And I had a top secret security clearance, and the kind of equipment that I had to work with and know how to run, maintain, fix, even build sometimes, and then to be able to teach others how to run properly, I would have seen some things. At least I assume I would have. But I just felt I like when people try to say, and again, maybe my clearance wasn't high enough. Maybe my company wasn't high enough in the food chain to be able to have access or that kind of knowledge. I don't know. But I like hearing people who potentially never have participated in the military or never even interacted with active military, but they make these kind of blanket comments. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think it's funny sometimes the things people say about the military and the things that military does or military knows and all this, but a lot of us don't know nothing.
Emphasised the need for public disclosure, urging an open discussion about non-human intelligence or advanced technology. While skeptics argue these sightings could be advanced military technology, others see this as a pivotal step towards confirming extraterrestrial life.
But I believe it is definitely worth looking into. That
You know what? And that has me thinking now. I'm sorry. I'm going to rant. That has me really thinking now. So, okay. At a top secret security clearance, all right? What if aliens have this cloaking technology? Like, if are there any comic book nerds in here? Any Marvel fans? What if we have aliens out there who are like the Kree, and they can transform or change and to look like human people as a disguise, like a cloaking mechanism where we can't see their real identity. We can't see how they actually look, but they look like regular people to us. What if that's the case? Like I believe there's intelligent life out there, but I don't know if it's like Independence Day type or if they're humanoid just from a different planet or even a different galaxy, you know? A lot of questions need to be answered. Will we ever know the truth? Like, what if we've been living with um extraterrestrials all or most of our lives and we just never knew about it? You know what I mean? Like that would that really surprise anybody to find out we've never been alone and we've always our neighbors are not of this world? Our the coaches that are coaching our kids are not of this world. Our teachers are a lot of our first responders, etc. Um, world leaders. Would that surprise anybody? Would anybody be surprised if somebody told you Donald Trump was not from Earth? You know what I mean? If would anybody be surprised if somebody told you Kim Jong Un was not really from North Korea, he's from Jupiter or something crazy? Like I really wonder if that could be possible.
that was probably the largest UAP review effort ever, and I think produced a lot of interest data.
The strange characteristics of floating brain UAPs, such as their ability to change colour and shape, challenge conventional explanations, fueling speculation about advanced bio.
And then another question, real quick. I'm sorry, I keep pausing a lot. Why do they keep saying it's a floating brain? Like what? Or is that just a blanket term? Is brain just a blanket term they're using, or do they actually mean brain? Because I'm very curious why they keep calling it a floating brain. I mean, I guess we don't know much about aliens, but could is there anything stating that an alien's brain wouldn't be solid mass and it would be like this floating particle type stuff? I'm definitely going to watch this committee hearing, because I'm curious as to what all was said on this subject and what else was said on other subjects that might be in this realm as well.
Biological life forms, interdimensional entities, and highly classified military technology. The video shared by Entire Thought adds a visual element to these revelations, leaving viewers captivated by the uncanny resemblance to the floating brain described in intelligence reports. So are these objects living entities from another world, or do they represent a leap in human technological innovation? With increasing public pressure and high-profile hearings, the mystery surrounding UAPs is gaining traction. As lawmakers and whistleblowers push for greater transparency, we may be inching closer to answers, whether they come from the stars or secretive labs here on Earth. So what do you think? Could we be witnessing the dawn of extraterrestrial disclosure? Or are these bioluminescent UAPs something else entirely?
Что это за хрень?
Coming up in our last segment in just a few seconds, we take a look at some fascinating footage captured by a pilot. But before we do, remember to hit that thumbs up button, interact with our channel, leave us some comments down below, hit that subscribe button, turn on all channel notifications while you're there, and I promise you'll start seeing our content more and more in your feed. Sticking on the topic of disclosure, Reddit is abuzz once again with yet another startling UAP sighting, shared by user Entire Thought. The video, captured from a private plane, shows something quite strange indeed.
Looks like a helicopter.
A luminous, unidentified aerial phenomenon darts through the sky.
Oh, I see. Okay.
As the clip nears its end, the UAP accelerates in incredible speeds, heading directly towards the plane. This latest footage adds to the growing trend of UAP videos making their way into online forums like Reddit. Many users are starting to connect the dots, noticing what appears to be an unusual increase in leaked footage over recent months. One Reddit commenter, a longtime observer of UAP forums, noted, "I've watched nearly every video that gets posted here over the last 3 to 4 years, but in November, I can't recall seeing any of these videos before. It's like someone at the Pentagon is slowly leaking hidden footage. It's odd." Another echoed the sentiment. Is it just me not paying attention, or have we been seeing a lot more videos of UAPs lately? The surge in UAP footage comes on the heels.
I'm telling you, we just saw this meeting, this hearing. I mean, this was just November 13th of this year. Like, they're definitely talking about them more and putting that information out more now.
Heels of the high-profile US congressional hearings we just talked about in the previous segment. These hearings have raised public awareness and scrutiny, with many wondering if the uptick in videos is connected to a deliberate slow disclosure program. Could this be the beginning of a broader truth being unveiled, or is the sudden influx of UAP footage merely a sign of our collective fascination with the unknown? With so much UAP news coming to light, we took a deep dive on one of the most fascinating UFO incidents of all time, the Westall Mystery. This is over on our second channel. Here's a little snippet.
Within the vast mosaic of reported UFO encounters, certain incidents stand out more distinctly than others, capturing both the imagination and scrutiny of enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Foremost among these mysterious occurrences is the Westall UFO encounter, a startling event that unfolded in the quiet suburban backdrop of Clayton South in Melbourne, Australia. What sets this incident apart from countless others is not only the sheer numbers of individuals who bore witness to the strange craft, but also the cloud of secrecy and intrigue that subsequently enveloped the story. Even after decades, the Westall UFO sighting remains a fascinating puzzle in the world of unexplained aerial phenomena.
So, have aliens been visiting us for decades? If you want to get the full story on the fascinating Westall UFO mystery, we'll put some links to the episode in the description box down below there. It's also pinned in the comments.
Man, these videos got me thinking. They really got me thinking. And I rambled on a lot tonight, and I apologize. We're already over an hour. So we're going to do 1 or 2 short films. I'm not going to do the other full-length video. We'll save that for Wednesday. But we got, we'll do 1 or 2 short films, and we'll call it a night, y'all. So the very first one we're going to do called Dare from Bloody Cut Films. We're going to do Dare, and then we'll do one more after that. And then we'll call it a night. All right. So if you made it this far, I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Please hit that like button. And without further ado, let me switch over here. I feel like I need to state, just because I don't know, and Bloody Cuts was pretty intense last time. Viewer discretion is advised. I felt the need to say it because you never know what you might get with some of these. So please watch at your own peril. I shouldn't have been, but I was just scared to death of seeing that lady's face in the window on the front door. I feel like there was nothing scary about that, or supposed to be scary about that, but it scared the hell out of me. So let's continue. So okay, that was pretty decent. That was good. Like some of the others we saw, them 3 minutes, like it's hard to really give a story, like help people understand. But I'm assuming something scared her and she fell down the steps and died, but didn't know she was dead. I don't know. I really don't understand. But it was decent. It was all right. So, last video, we're going to do the New Orleans House of Horror. See how long that one is. That's 4 minutes, 50 seconds. That's 5 minute video. Hopefully this is good.
What I'm about to tell you is possibly one of the most graphic and horrendous scenes in American history. You have been warned. Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary?
What happened, Sapphire?
In this next chapter,
I didn't like that. I'm getting a new computer, y'all. I promise. It's coming this week, or I'm buying it this weekend, because damn.
I'll be taking you down south to the French Quarter of New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's explore one of the most haunted locations in the entire city, the LaLaurie House. In 1832, Dr. Louis LaLaurie and his wife Delphine moved into their beautiful mansion at 1140 Royal Street. The house was made for extravagant parties and elite social gatherings. Madame LaLaurie was considered one of the most intelligent and beautiful women in the entire city. Every woman wanted to be her. But as beautiful as she was on the outside, people were beginning to suspect that something ugly was going on behind closed doors. Like most wealthy families during that time, the LaLauries owned slaves. They prepared the meals and made the fancy parties possible. But rumors began to stir. Madame's slaves seem to come and go quite often, don't you think? What do you mean? Look around. Do any of these workers look familiar to you? It seems like she changes them so often. Huh, I wonder why that is. Suspicions have been rising, but with no proof to back any of them up. Until one day, when a neighbor was climbing her stairs, she heard a scream coming from the LaLaurie house and looked over to see Madame chasing a little girl with a whip. There was nothing she could do but watch in horror as the little girl climbed to the rooftop with Madame following close behind. With nowhere to go, the little girl jumped. Even though slaves were barely considered human back in those times, there were still laws that prohibited exceptionally cruel treatment. So the neighbor called the authorities, who had the LaLaurie's slaves impounded and sold at an auction. But Madame was sneaky. She arranged for her relatives to buy her workers and sell them back to her. After that incident, Madame's reputation began to change. People were no longer eager to attend the parties at their house, nor even interact with the family. Eventually, they were alienated by the Creole Society. And in 1834, things would only get worse. The Madame kept her cook chained to the kitchen by her ankle. For whatever reason, Madame had threatened to take her to the upstairs room. This terrified the cook. Whenever anyone went up to that room, they never came back. The cook decided she would rather die by her own hand than to suffer by Madame LaLaurie's, so she set the kitchen on fire. It spread throughout the entire house, and not a part of the mansion was left unscathed. Neighbors came rushing over to help fight the flames, but after the smoke had cleared, they made a horrific discovery in the attic. What I'm about to tell you is possibly one of the most graphic and horrendous scenes in American history. You have been warned. The fire had burned down the door to reveal the upstairs room filled with dozens of naked slaves. Some were strapped to what looked like an operating table. A few were chained to the wall. Others were crouched in small cages. One woman had her stomach slit open and her intestines wrapped around her waist like a cruel corset. Another woman's mouth was sewn shut, after first having been filled with animal feces. A man had a hole drilled into his head with a stick inserted, presumably used to stir his brains. Most of them had been dead for a long time, and some were unfortunately not. Madame and her husband were both doctors, and some theorized that they were practicing risky medical operations on their slaves. But the inhumane condition that they were in suggests that their reasons were less medical and purely sadistic. After the news of the LaLaurie's torture room spread across the city, a mob ransacked their mansion and destroyed every last bit of property they owned. They even tore up the backyard, where they discovered dozens of buried skeletons, including that of a small child, presumably the young slave who jumped off the roof. The mob chased the LaLaurie's out of town, and that was the last anyone had ever seen of them. Ever since that day, that house has had trouble getting tenants to stay. Residents claimed to hear constant sounds of wailing. Children said they were chased by a woman with a whip. Year after year, the house would be bought just to be resold again. Today, the mansion is owned by an oil tycoon who doesn't allow anyone inside. I wonder what he's hiding. Like this video if it gave you the chills, and don't forget to subscribe to Snarled and check out our other videos.
Damn. Was not expecting that. That was a very intense story, man. Damn. Wow. I'm at a loss for words. That story caught me off guard. Like, I've heard some very good storytelling. This story, this got me screwed up a little bit. But damn. That's all I got for tonight, man. I love and appreciate every last one of you guys. Thank you for rocking with your boy. Where we at? Six subs away from 1K. smash that like button, share this video. If you're not already subscribed, join the family. Please hit that subscribe button right now. Join the family, hit that bell notification, stay up to date when we drop new content. We go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. My bad. 8 p.m. So hop in next time, man. Say hi to your boy. Let me know where you're watching from. And that's all we got, man. I love and appreciate every last one of you guys. Again, until next time. Peace.